Okay, what is up, peeps? This is Saint Low. I am on my Facebook account, and I want to share with you guys a, a video that I posted to my Facebook account the other day. It was basically it was a clip of me doing stand up. Okay, I want to show you that, and I want to show you the responses I got from people that I know from growing up after they saw a clip of my comedy. So give me a second. Now, I want you to keep in mind the comedy that I do, it's based on years of discussions with people in my community and them not giving me any feedback on the things that I bring up. You know, after all these years, I have this huge bucket of content that never had a chance to be challenged. So I have a good reason why that people didn't want to talk about it or didn't want to get into it or try to play stupid, but I still have all this content. So basically, once I figured out what was going on, I just decided to take it up a notch, in order to get some participation, let's say, from so-called black people. So here it goes. All right. So I'm looking at the what do you call it? The comments, and some people are like, "Oh, funny," right? And this guy right here, Danny, um, he basically put a picture of this guy from Django, and it's funny. It's so funny that he put that, and I laughed. And you can see under that I laughed. I put LOL. So, but this guy was like, in the movie, this guy was like the Uncle Tom, the most hated, of everyone in the movie, right? And this is to the. I'll show you the video.
So keep that in mind. So basically, the whole thing about black people, white people, I'm gonna tell you, the whole thing about black people, white people is this. This is a secret. Black people love white people. They love them, all right? And white people love black people. They love them. Believe me, all right? So the thing about it is, when I was younger in school, girls like the black girls, they didn't like me, right? They was like, oh, you black, you big nose, all that other good shit. So then I went to clubs. This is like I was like 15, 16. Then when I went to clubs, these white bitches was all over me. And I was like, all over me. I said, baby, she a fan? Did she see Django? Like, why is she all over me like this, dog? And I was like totally done with black bitches at that point. I don't even see them no more. Is there any black people in here, by the way? Just wondering. No, girls, I'm not counting you. I'm counting you. All right.
Okay, so that was the video. It wasn't that abrasive, nothing. But his response was, that black guy, Uncle Tom, whatever from the movie. And so if you think about what I said, if you're black and you just see surface level, smoke's just gonna come out your ears because it's at surface level. It's just like that's so bad. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not black, it's just funny because I mean it wasn't nothing malicious. It's just basically just said that I've had more success with white girls than black girls. That was basically it. I didn't say anything bad about nobody. So that was that response was kind of you know extreme for that type of video. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've said worse shit. Okay. So now let's go to what I posted. So Matt, oh, hang on. So then I went to his site. Let me go back. When I logged in this morning to Facebook, the first thing I saw was his site. So check this out. I logged in. That's the last thing he said was one of my videos. Okay. Black people. Okay. People hate black. All right. So he didn't even comment on the actual video that I posted. He reposted it on his channel, and it says, "Listen to this, please. Some of y'all know him. This is sad." It makes it sound like I basically had a nervous breakdown and shit in myself or something like that. But let's watch it.
And this is your first time here. This is your first time here. So my big thing is I don't believe black people should date each other. You know what I'm saying? So when I see you guys, I'm like, my girl. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing racial at all. It's nothing racial. It's nothing racial. You know what I'm saying? It's just like they don't work. They don't work together. I'm gonna tell everybody a secret. I wish there was more black people in here, but they ain't. But I'm gonna tell you a secret about black people. Right? Black people hate black people. They hate them. And they love white people. They love them. You know what I'm saying? So my dad, for instance, he talks about white people all the time. He's like, white people this, white people that, the white man this. Oh, this motherfucker. So I'm listening to him and I'm thinking like, like some of the shit that he says has merit. You know what I'm saying? But you got to keep in mind that when I grew up, I didn't grow up around white people. You know what I'm saying? I grew up around black people. And like, it's hard for me to look at white people like they're the worst thing when I'm seeing niggas, I said the A, when I'm seeing niggas like doing drugs all the time. Like yelling and shit, like especially bitches. Like she wasn't raised in a black community, you could tell. She was like, you was from another country, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see that's different. That's not black people. That's not black people. Black people. Yeah, that's.
So right now I'm talking to a clearly African girl. I could tell by her demeanor she was from Africa, okay? Or I knew she wasn't American, okay? So I'm telling her about, my background, because that was her first time seeing me. And so far I didn't say anything abrasive. And his response was like, it was kind of extreme. And what I just said to her was, I don't think black people should date each other, okay? This girl is sitting there with a white guy. So I was like, good for you. So my excuse, my explanation of it was, it doesn't work, okay? It wasn't just like, oh, I don't like it. It was like, it doesn't work, okay? So, and the reason why I'm saying it, like I said, everything that I say is multi-layered. It's non-linear.
The shit's chess, it ain't checkers.
Okay? I'm just turning it into a comedic format. That's all. But these are my real thoughts. So, in the neighborhood that I lived in, it was a bad neighborhood, okay? And there was no white people in the neighborhood. I mean, there might have been onesies and twosies, but for the most part, this is basically a observatory for niggas, basically. You know what I'm saying? So everybody is from broken families, okay? Everybody has an anger to them, and everybody is disrespectful to each other. Okay, so I grew up seeing that. I grew up coming home, oh, this person's dead, that person's dead. Everybody's fighting each other, like it was wild. It was like the wild, wild west. And the thing is, a lot of people say, like when I talk to so-called black people, a lot of people, they basically focus their conversation on what so-called white people did. White people did this, white people did that, or white people doing this and that and this and that, and it's going on and on and on. And that's how I grew up, okay? And the thing is this, even though a lot of that stuff was justified, the thing is, I could only criticize what I saw. And I didn't see no white people, okay? So if you're telling me this ghost that I don't see is bad, you know what I'm saying? And all I see, the only time I seen white people was like when I was at the doctor's office, stuff like that. So it's almost like, and this is everybody. So basically I'm saying to that, what I'm saying is the community in itself was doing terrible, okay? Now, if we didn't know, let's just say you blame it all on so-called white guy, okay, the white man, so to speak. there was, by blaming it on some person or some entity that wasn't available to address, meaning criticizing people that aren't there to criticize, when I'm seeing other people do things right in front of me, then basically you only have a choice. Your only choice is to find ways to fix it yourself. You understand? So this means they're basically talking about all these bad things that white people did, blah blah blah, so-called white people did, but they're still depending on them for food, education, for medicine. You understand what I'm saying? So there's a cognitive dissonance in that community. Okay. So from there, my thing is this. You don't know what you can do to make your community better, right? And you might feel like it's out of hand. But there's one thing, there's a couple things you do know. You do know that you're doing bad. That's what you do know. That's a fact. So everybody knew that much, right? So whatever you're doing, it ain't working, right? And another thing we know is most of those people that's doing bad, that can't get jobs, that are selling drugs, you understand? Because the other fact was, what you do know is most black people were with black people. That's a fact. So the thing is, if you have that mindset, if your community has that mindset, do you interbreed back into that same mindset? So basically, all you're doing is you're trying to find out something new by taking what you know that's failing and doing the opposite. That is it. That's the layers that I'm speaking when I'm doing my comedy, okay?
The shit's chess, it ain't checkers.
And that's what people, because it's layered. If you're a linear thinking person, guess what? And if you are a linear thinking person and the problem, you're gonna be fucking pissed. You know what I'm saying? If you're a slave-minded person, a self-destructive person, you're not gonna like that, because you're self-destructive and you're linear. You just see it as inflammatory. Okay? But if you're self-destructive, like, let's say my nephew, right? He's self-destructive too. You know what I'm saying? But he's not a linear thinker, so he can go past it like, yeah, that sounds fucked up. But he'll ask me what's behind it. You know what I'm saying? And then when I explain to him what's behind it, there's no more questions. You understand? So there's always, you could say it this way, you could say it that way. But this is the fact that all these mad people don't understand. I've been saying it the whole time, okay? But I've been saying how they wanted me to say it. So what happens is they couldn't hear it. You understand? And that's the thing. So what I did was I changed up the way I'm saying it. Instead of saying it to the people that I know don't want to hear it, I say it to the next. I go to their boss, the people that they care about the most. Keep in mind, the people that are mad at my videos, you're not mad about what I'm saying, because they've heard me say these things for decades. They're mad because the people that they care about is seeing it now. And they don't want them to see it. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to show their ass to them. They want to show their ass to each other. You know what I'm saying? Well, how you think that all started? That pulling your ass down. You know what I'm saying? That's what they want. And I'm going to play this, but let me just say one last thing. Last night, I was talking to my nephew, and he was saying that when me and I'll post this too, because I recorded it. When I was talking to my uncle. My uncle's drunk. He's not really a smart person. You know what I'm saying? He's just a regular, a walking zombie pretty much, So he was asking me about my videos, and we were going back and forth. And once he realized he didn't know as much as me, he started getting belligerent. And then I guess he called me, he might have said something like, yeah, bitch, or something like that. And at that point, my nephew was saying, oh yeah, I should have stood up for myself, blah, 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 blah. It's like, and the whole thing is this. And this is what black people do, so-called black people, okay? And I don't even want to say, this is what niggas do, okay? What they will do is take in on a daily, taking all the pain and microaggressions, stress, racism, and scraps. They take it all in silence with a coconut smile. While they're talking, while they're taking all the pain and all the scraps in from everybody else, they'll do that shit quietly and silently. You understand? They don't complain, you know. They just take it, right?
Oh my God, a dream. There you go. There you go. Oh man, what the hell is your problem, buddy?
Calm her. She gets so nervous. Hey, Paul, come on, stop that.
I was wondering if I could fuck you.
You okay? Paul?
Shh. What the fuck is going on here? Who the fuck are you?
And then when they get around family or other so-called black people, now they want to act like wild monkeys. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Oh, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
So my whole thing is saying, listen, that is self-hate. Because if you're not gonna do it around nobody else, don't wait till you get around your own to do it. And that's basically the crux of my debate with so-called black people. Now to this video, like I said, it was more abrasive than the other. Okay, check out
Comments.
Oh my God, is that old Cooper? All right, disgusting, this one. I wish I could say this was funny, okay? So he did not actually post on the video, he shared it. So this person says, now keep in mind, these are all people I knew back in the days. So I know these people, okay, for years. So when you go back to my town, it's a small town. So you either know everybody or you know when somebody new came to town, right? So he said, so this guy was like, yes, I think he bombed this one. Yes, he bombed this one. Okay, all right. Now, this is what I said. So I said, yeah, it's me. That's true, because they're making it sound like fucking I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I said, yeah, it's me. It's true. I said, nah, it was funny. I said, but to your credit, my comedy does sound a bit rash, but if you look at it in a non-linear way, I think you'll get more out of it, okay? This is everybody's dissing me, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? I already know people are gonna, if I'm attacking a slave mentality, I already know the slaves are gonna hate it. Because they're not gonna, because they don't, to them, they feel like they cannot not be a slave. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you're attacking us. You know, you'll hear this. So basically, Saint Low is me, but it's like, listen, I know they're gonna hit me, but I'm gonna still do it to help them. You know what I'm saying? So they don't think that. They just think I ain't got nothing better to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just this and that. But everything that I'm talking about has years of thought behind it. Years. But I know that good medicine don't go down easy. I know that. So I know they was gonna, you know what I'm saying? So and I still decided to do it. You know, at a detriment to myself. You understand? That's where I got the Saint Low. All right, so this is what I say. I say you might get more out of it, and I said I actually been trying to point people in the right direction for a long time, for as long as I can remember. Keep in mind, I'm dyslexic, so I'm not singing what I'm saying. Okay, I have to turn away and just remember what I saw. All right. It says, but people just got emotional, made excuses, or silently just played stupid. All right. For all of the unanswered questions that I've had from my conversations, I opened it up. Ooh, I should say opened. I opened it up to everybody else. Okay, that's a nice way of saying I'm telling your daddies. I'm telling the people that you care about now. You know what I'm saying? You playing stupid like you don't get what I'm saying. You're gonna run. You're gonna play stupid. You're gonna act wild and start screaming so I can shut up. Now I'm gonna tell your daddy now. I'm telling people too, bro.
Mommy, don't you hear my game? I'm trying to get you to try me, so you can play my game. Boom, boom.
Okay.
For example, so now I'm giving an example. If it weren't for so-called black people, Nikes would just be skips today, correct? It says, yet when black people are targeted by the police, what do they do to come to your defense? Nothing. They might say, oh, we support black businesses or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But they don't do nothing, okay? And their whole business is based on so-called black people, okay? The culture of black people. If black people didn't wear them, they would be skips, okay? Because that means nobody else will wear them, okay? Now, so-called niggas, they know this. This is nothing new. These are conversations I've had for decades. They know all of this, okay? Like I said, the only reason people get mad is because they see white people are seeing it and laughing at how dumb you are. And keep in mind, that's the whole point. That's the whole point.
The shit's chess, it ain't checkers.
Because if you're not going to have the conversation and make behavioral modifications, then you should be laughed at if what you're doing for yourself is self-destructive, basically. Okay. So it says they will be skips. Okay. And it says, so what do they do in your defense? Crickets. And it says, but y'all don't have a problem with that shit. Nigga, they should be sponsoring Black History Month every year, if you ask me. They should be having a Macy's Day Parade for y'all. And when I say y'all is because, guess what? I don't wear Nikes. That's why I say y'all. I don't have that slave mentality, okay? I said, so they should have a Macy's Day Parade for y'all where they have job fairs, AI training, and talk about what we can do together to stop mass incarceration and systemic racism, if you ask me. But y'all all cool with that. Everybody's cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody has no problem spending $800 on a pair of Nikes, on a pair of $3 Nikes made by fucking foreign slaves, okay? Okay, they have no problem with that. Spending the money that they really don't have because nobody's really hiring unless you got a job at the state. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. So it says, but, all y'all cool with that. You know what I'm saying? It says, that's what I think they should do, but everybody else is cool with that. So I'm the crazy one because I'm the only one that thinks, y'all should get more. But I hate black people, okay? It says, y'all all still lifting them up while asking for nothing in return. The fact that you don't, some people would say, that shit's disgusting because, see somebody up here says, disgusting. Okay. That's what they meant a long time ago. And they say a brain is this terrible thing to waste. These are the type of shit you get. That's disgusting. All right, here we go. So I said, that shit is disgusting. And it don't smell like self-love either, does it? You're taking food out of your baby's mouth. That don't smell like self-love, okay? And then I say, I think love and hate are two sides of the same coin. So one thing defines the other. If you know what hate means, it's all negative, then you know what love means, it's all positive. You understand? But what is love? How do you define love? You understand? And that's where and that's where this is going to. Because it's easy to say, oh yeah, I love myself. That's easy. But see, you define love by what you produce. What does that love produce? What is those positive energy producing? What are so-called black people producing? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? So where is this love? What are you producing? Hello? What are you producing? No. Okay. So I'm the bad guy. Okay. So I've been living in that whole town for 30 years, and niggas ain't produced nothing. But they love each other. Like, come on. I've seen people get robbed for fucking $2 Adidas. You know what I'm saying? People's robbing people for coats. I seen that shit. And now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying everybody did it. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that shit was the wild, wild west. Okay? The wild, wild west. That means most people are fighting. Most people, put it this way, it's a hostile environment. You know what I'm saying? And you live there, but you mad at me. You know what I'm saying? It's cool for your kids to see niggas not producing nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you're mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Some things you don't want your kids to see. I'm saying, I don't want my kids to see that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we got these cards, these, like the memorial cards when people die, and it has like a little prayer on the front, or the picture on the front, and then it has like a fake picture of Jesus on the back. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, you can't put that shit up in my house. I don't want my kids even seeing that. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay for your kids to see all this nothing. It's okay. But I'm the bad guy. Like, come on. It says, no, I'm not with that. I'm not with what I've seen to have a self-destructive slave mindset. And I attack it through comedy as long as niggas keep running from these respectful, logical conversations. Okay? And these conversations make change. Okay? They don't want to talk about that. It says, but if everyone still thinks I'm wrong, guess what? I would love to be wrong. But every time I have these conversations, people, they get hot, they get loud, or they run. So it says, if you think I'm wrong, I have no problem changing my perspective, and I would love to sit down and learn from you. Maybe you can teach me something since you're telling me about myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I would love it. But I said, but if you're just here talking, ooh, I spelled taking. If you're just talking to vent, this picture is for you. Okay, I'll show you a picture. This is old bottle. It says, Dr. Pierce's favorite prescription for the relief of those chronic weaknesses and complaints peculiar to females. Isn't that cute? Serial number 21. 21. That shit's so funny. They just got started, and they're just handing out bullshit, bottles of bullshit to women. Okay, so this is for those people who just want to vent. They don't know nothing. They can't add nothing. They can't ask me no questions. They can't challenge what I'm thinking, my thoughts. They just wanted to go away. You know what I'm saying? So that picture's for you. But if you're just talking, that pic is for you. But I've been waiting so far with no intelligent response. Until then, I forgot, I'll keep speaking to achieve behavior modification. Thanks for your thoughts. Nothing but love. Seriously, I am not mad at these people. You got to keep in mind, I seen this shit coming years ago and still decided to do it. That's why it's St. Low, because these so-called, what do you want to call them, pro-black, whatever. These pro-black people are predictable. I know you're gonna get mad because it's easier to get mad at me than to take off those Nikes. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to get mad at me than to to come together as a community. Listen, I went to that town, right? I went to that town, right? We went into the police department. Okay. There's a big sign that's saying "fuck you niggas." When you walk into the police department, there's a big sign that says "fuck you niggas" in that city that they all live in. Nobody had nothing to say. Nobody even gave a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So you have a full town of so-called black people, and they're being policed by 6 white boys? Like, and nobody has a problem with that, but they got a problem with me. You know what I'm saying? Ask me, guess what? If a white person says, "You black people or you niggas ain't shit," you know what I'm saying? I hate you. I'm like, oh, really? I want to know more. You know what I'm saying? That would be my privilege to know more. You understand? I want to go hooting and hollering and hooting and hollering. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody doesn't understand me because I'm playing chess, guess what?
The shit's chess, it ain't checkers.
Guess what? Ask me, I'm right here. I'm right here with nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? Because I see you, you just don't see me. Because everything that you're saying, everything that these people are saying, guess what? I've said the same thing when I was 5. So I hear you. The only difference is, the only thing that happened was time and evolution, intelligence, and growth. That's the only difference between where I'm at and where you are. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because I see you. I see you, I love you, and I'm here to sacrifice myself to help your community. Because I don't live there. All right? That's my time, folks. This is Low. I'm out.
I said, mommy, don't you hear my game? I'm trying to get you to try me so you can play my game.